can't remember the last time I was sad not to see an Aatrox locked in, but I would have loved an Aatrox being locked in here. Gnar perhaps a little bit more safe.
It's very low. Yike is in a position to cover, but a flash Q from Malrang could be all it takes.
How long is that Q from coming off cooldown? You use it to get into this, but Bush knows there's no Warden with Caps going forward, even though Larssen's low. There's nowhere for Caps to go. Does still have the flash, will hold on to it. Malrang flash follows though. Needs a slow here. One more auto would be enough. Permafrost. And down to an icy tomb for Caps.
He always does it, man. Malrang always does it. Level 3, he will get a kill.
Cheetah recall or some sort of recall off in this bottom lane. With the strut on the MF, you can get back to the lane so much quicker. You can see Compony sitting on the Doran's blade, whereas this double longsword dagger as Caps caught out again in the mid lane. Chaos Storm coming down. Caps, you've got nowhere to go. And we will just be chipped away. The death rate from Larssen is the second kill of the game for Koi.
What is going on?
Small thing, but can have massive consequences is Viktor. When you get those kills, oh, hang on a second.
For them fight in the mid lane. Caps able to go away from the permafrost. Yike was there to counter it. Yike stunned up for a second though. Malrang going back in still. It's the pain of having a ranged mid laner with a Sejuani. The permafrost was stacking up, but couldn't get 49% sure. They were greeding for a plate in the bottom lane. It was about one hit away from dying. Ooh. And Trymbi just overstepped a slight bit because of it. Depth charge going down onto Trymbi. Comp though trading back onto Mickey with Malrang on his way. And Flash, Glacial Prism, a possibility. Mickey has Flash. Instead he goes for Hansama. Only lands the slow Hansama. Only the exhaust on him. And because he doesn't have that escape tool, he will die in the bottom lane.
What an early game from Koi. They're controlling.
I was surprised because they did actually spot him in vision in mid lane. It was a possibility, but regardless, G2 get punished.
Oh, Nature's Grasp being used here. Malrang's going to try and block it, but Larssen does exactly that. Larssen rooted underneath the tower, though, somehow surviving for an absolute Aeon, but in the end, Yike will get G2 on the board.
Looks like he got hit by one of the roots. He was just not straight behind Malrang there. I think he got tagged as much damage on it as possible.
But they can also try and catch out Mickey as he tries to roam up, and that's exactly what they do. Bullet time coming out, Comp down to about half HP, but already Mickey has fallen. Caps coming in from the side. Malrang's going to try and flash across this wall, but the bullets chase him home. Caps now in the midst of the camp. Storm will fall as well. Cannot survive Trymbi's assault. Hansama trying to do what he can. Yike's going to join the party. They'll go for Larssen. Hansama trying to get on the board again. A second for him in the fight. Koi forced to retreat down towards the bottom side. Can Trymbi get away? Yike looked for the slow from the Nature's Grasp, but couldn't quite find it. The Bramble Smash, in fact, the slow from the Make It Vain won't be enough to keep Trymbi in G2's grasp.
Ends up being
with the pesky saplings that can chip away at your health. Comp and Trymbi looking for something, but no one from G2 oversteps, so they'll back away. They don't have vision on the river either. Now Trymbi stayed here.
What's going on here?
Comp's gonna get hooked. Trymbi looking for the tide away from behind. The next guy's coming out as well, but Trymbi's on the wrong side of dodge. Bullet time into the roots. Lands his mark, and Hansama gets his third. Make it his fourth of the game. G2 on a tear.
Massive blunder by Koi's bot lane as well. What are they doing? Comp's just trying to run past the wave. Caps is in trouble. Malrang.
Caps still has the flash here. Glacial Prism's going to come out, and Caps flashes it. Saved it for all that time to dodge the ultimate from the Sejuani, and G2 get everything.
It's funny because it was actually Caedrel that, because he often goes so far. Hang on, hook.
Onto Malrang. Depth charge onto Larssen as well. TP's coming, Nature's Grasp coming in from the side as well. Malrang trying to get away. Trymbi is the root, but look at the damage! It's a bullet time, and it sends them all to hell. Larssen has to flash away. Caps still on the chase, but G2 just find everything in the top lane.
And you see the beauty of the MF in this comp. When Maokai can get the ult onto multiple targets, the follow-up is always there. No matter how far away, Hands is just in range. For
but everyone around him seems to be stepping up, that Caps can just continue to do his thing.
Yeah, faith in the bot lane of G2 and finding the young guns of Yike, and even Koi similarly in Szygenda, finding that aggressive style in these lanes or in the jungle that can bring a different style. Koi.
Nature's Grasp comes in. There's the knockback as well with the cask. Instead, Malrang will fall. But Szygenda gets onto the backline, and now it's all on Koi. What can you do? A beautiful Gnar means the Caps will fall, but Koi still retreating underneath their tower. Hansama falls away so low. One more auto would be enough, but they just can't get in range. G2 will walk away wounded, but they'll walk away alive.
Oh, so frustrating for Koi. It was such a bad fight. The turn was amazing from Szygenda, but they only get one kill. So close to getting Hands, so close to getting Mickey as well. Maybe they can find this dragon. It's sole point for G2 if they can pick it up.
They don't have a jungler, Caedrel.
Literally was good.
I'm not sure if Hansama even went back to base. I feel like he just lifestealed everything back.
He's got bloodthirst.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The man just brought himself back to full HP, ready to fight again. And as you rightly said, frustration for Koi. What was a very... Yep. It's quite crazy, yeah. And I mean, this is one of the big things. Koi coming in as his replacement, Comp rather coming in as his replacement, but we're setting it for this fight.
Well, Miky just hooked the wall there. I think he wants to engage though.
Szygenda just went into mini Gnar. TP coming in. There's a Nature's Grasp once again. Malrang will be on the front line. He goes in. They step forward, but the bullet time hasn't even been used yet. Caps on the back line. Just assassinates Trymbi. Now Comp is next up. You can cleanse all you want, but you can't cleanse death. The ultimate CC for Koi as they are forced away once again.
And Caps just does Caps things once more. He's been struggling in this game, but he makes a beeline for the backline as he's able to execute Trymbi. He sets up the team to kill Comp. And G2 walk away with 3 kills, the Baron and the game.
Did he TP flank there? Solo kills Trymbi, knocks Comp into the rest of the team. Does insane work for G2 there, and we've got another fight here. Miky's getting caught.
Very deep. TP coming out as well from Broken Blade as they look to join the fight. Nature's Grasp into the bullet time! Dodge that, Koi! G2 just cleaned them up in the jungle. Koi thought they found something, but all they find is an early grave as they are wiped away once again. Szygenda will fall. Caps is just tower diving 2 towers here. Broken Blade wants a piece of the party. Take notes, he says, as he forces Trymbi and Malrang away.
We may as well call it the Nature's bullet time at this point. The combos worked twice now for G2, and into the MF, maybe they could find a miracle. But what's their dive? It's a Gnar TP flank, a Sejuani ult hitting. Despite the amount of frontline that G2 have, they're kind of grasping at straws there. So G2 are just going to get the siege going. Make sure Broken Blade and Miky are just in front of hands so he can work with space. Make sure he can walk up. And we'll see what Koi can do on this last defense.
No TP flank for Szygenda. His teleport still on cooldown. Inhibitor tower falls in the bottom lane as Koi look for some last vestige of hope. Some last light at the end of the tunnel. It might just be a game 2 angle for them. As Comp puts the culling down, but Miky can tank that for quite a while. Look for the hook there. Once again, the minion meets an early grave.
Maybe the Infinity Edge is what Koi's waiting for here. They don't want to pull the trigger just yet, but G2 definitely do.
There's the Nature's Grasp once again, looking for the inhibitor here. Tidal Wave used, won't hit the bullet time, it was just wide. Larssen taken out in the midst of it all as Hansama gets another one on the board, and now Comp is up.
It's over.
Miky continues to land the hooks. Trymbi forced to flash away, Hansama diving the inhibitor tower. And as you say, Caedrel, it's all done, but the Nexus falling, it's all over. But the final death knell here for Koi. 3 members strong, they can try and defend, but G2 are tanking the towers and their minions will keep the backdoor bonus alive. Broken Blade forces Malrang away, the Nexus towers fall, followed by the Nexus. G2 unwilling to end it yet, they want a little more time in the spotlight, time in the sun.
They're farming KDA.
They're farming KDA. You see Hansama with a smile on his face, and what a smile it should be. A dominant performance from G2 as they take a game 1 of this best of 5.
We already mentioned it in the game. The early game looked very promising for Koi. They find themselves with 3 quick kills, they get themselves a 1.5k gold lead. All things good for Koi.